Yo, what is good, boys? Um, haven't done one of these update videos in a while. Just showing y'all or telling y'all about like where I'm at right now on the journey and everything. Right now it's past my bedtime. It's 9:15. Should be in bed, but it's all good. But yeah, the last time I made this video, like it's kind of like just an update video where I just rant. It was I think 3 or 4 months ago, and I was not in the best spot mentally, as well as with my trading and everything. I hated everything that was going on, and it's gotten better, bro. And I obviously don't know what God is planning for me, and the next few months or whatever. But I truly believe that that was the moment that things just everything felt lost. I felt completely lost. This is about 2 months ago. I, was reaching out to my mentor all the time. He would never respond, right? So there goes $500 right there. I mean, that just sucked. I couldn't get any guidance on the model that I was trying to learn from him. So I was completely lost with that. Back testing every single day, hours and hours. Couldn't figure anything out. Nothing was working, and I was trying to force it, right? And you know, my trading it was just everywhere. This is like around the time that I blew all of my accounts. I believe no, this is about like a month and a half, about a month ago, where I blew all my accounts. But that was just through me just taking bad setups and not even realizing it because the model again I haven't had enough guidance with this model, and I was just at such a low moment, to where I had my back against the wall. And I remember it was 2 days, but one specifically, the entire day, bro. The entire day, I was questioning everything. You know, I was literally questioning like my entire life. I was questioning my entire life. I was questioning if this is what God made me to do. If the entire time I was just following my own thoughts, my own desires. And it got me to a point where I was thinking about stopping. And that was like really the first time I've ever really thought about, you know, actually like did God want me to do this? And for a second, it made me think. It made me rethink it. Like what am I doing? Is trading meant for me? And that specific day, it even got to a point where I hate to say it, bro, but I was questioning God. I was questioning God and why He is doing this. Every single time I would have a huge problem. I would fix it, and then I'd be like, "Oh, dude, that's gonna be the low. That's it's only up from here." And then it would hit another low, and another low, and another low, and another low, back and forth, back and forth. And I took the risk. I trusted God. I can't tell you how down bad I was for those 2 days. I didn't film anything those 2 days. I don't believe. I like all time low, all time low, bro. And I just decided, you know what? My understanding right now with where I'm at does not matter, right? Because as a human, our concepts, with how we conceptualize things and understand things, are so minuscule in the grand scheme of things, right? When it comes to the understanding of God and how He understands things, we can't even begin to imagine the understanding of the Lord. And understanding that allowed me to push past that point. It allowed me to say, you know what, God, I don't understand, how I am ever going to get to that point where I want to be, where I know I'm going to be. I knew it the entire time in this journey. I knew I'm going to get to that point. I knew I'm going to become successful. I know I'm going to, and I still do. But I didn't know how. I didn't know how long it was going to take. And I got to that point where I was like, bro, I don't know how this is going to happen or when this is going to happen, but it does not matter. For God has a plan set in place, and all I need to do is to put my eyes on Him, put Him first instead of trading, instead of my worldly passions, put Him first, and wake up each and every single day getting closer to Him and trade. That's it. And in doing that, I pushed through those few really, really rough days, and just kept on going. Just straight up, just kept on going. Continue to wake up each and every single day. Because at this point, I can't imagine myself going back to normal life. I can't. And you got to get to this point, guys, where you go all in on yourself for a specific period of time, and you realize how miserable your old life was. How miserable your life is without any goals, to who you want to become. I just can't imagine living the old way that I used to live, bro. And, with that being said, that is what truly opened my eyes, bro. Just saying, I can't turn back, bro. I've invested too much time, and I've invested too much money. It was more time than money. At that time, I had probably I put in the same exact hours each and every single day, over 2,000, 3,000 hours on the charts, and now I'm at that point where I'm at 4,000, bro. It's some Steam hours played Rust type stuff, bro. I've actually tracked that. That's how sweaty I was about just time on the charts. And the moment that I began to put God first is when everything began to change. I could say, it was because I stopped caring so much about the charts. It was because, I bought a mentorship. It was because of this. No. It was because of God. Jesus Christ, which is, He is my Father in heaven, right? He is my God. Many of you may believe in different gods, but my God is Jesus Christ, Son of Nazareth. And everything rooted from Him. Everything. Everything that has been going mildly well recently has been because of Him. Again, I could say 4 different things right now, okay? But you gotta realize, God, even when people were kind of low-key yelling at me, bro, in calls, yelling at me, just a few, yelling at me, for me wanting to take the risk and invest $1,000 into a mentor. Right? It was my mentor's mentor. My mentor, my original one, stopped responding. Right? He was, it's just stupid, right? It wasn't one-on-one though. I thought it was one-on-one because it said it on the page, but it wasn't. Got it, and then it was just group calls, and I can't even talk like VC. I literally have to text and chat. Nothing good there. But I got the mentor's student, and he was, very, very small on social media. He's still trying to grow it. Now he's obviously a lot bigger, but he's slowly getting bigger. And I was probably one of his, I think it said 8th student. And I was like, dude, this guy is trading the current model that I'm learning, that I've been learning for 3 months already. He is trading that model, but he's trading a little bit differently. He has a few student results, that these guys are getting consistent payouts. I need to take this risk. And I've had multiple guys, in the calls telling me that I'm stupid, and not stupid, but just like, bro, like, just like, look, you just call me an idiot, bro, because of what I was deciding to do. Like, you realize how dumb this is. Like, you're why don't you invest in this guy or that guy? They're way more well known. You're gonna get a lot more out of it. I don't know why, but I trusted God, and God was calling me to this mentor, and I had enough trust in God to click that button to transfer that $1,000 over. And I'm telling you right now, that $1,000 right there will be the most worthwhile money I've ever spent my entire life right there. Um, you have to let the results speak for themselves eventually. But I have made more progress than I ever had in trading in the past month and a half. 2 months. I believe it's been now 2 months. No, yeah, it's been like a month and a half. Yeah. Made more progress than ever. And if I listened to those guys and I blanked out God, I wouldn't be right here now. I would be probably with like a big influencer trying to, learn through his course or his one-on-one mentorship for $4,000, which at the time I couldn't afford. I knew I had to do this. I knew I had to invest in it. I sent it. I straight up sent it. And that's a button, that's a trigger that many people cannot shoot. It's a risk that many people cannot take. And I did it. I'm not being egotistical. I'm just saying, this is what it's going to take, bro. And this is not even the worst. It's not bad at all. It's just $1,000. But for me, that's a lot. And a combination with me spending less time on the charts, me just not losing discipline, but enjoying life more, bro. I'm past that point where I need to lock myself in a room and work 12 hours a day like I used to. I gotta enjoy the journey, bro. I'm past that point. I was in that phase for over a year. Many people do that for 6 months and they're good. I was in that for over a year. 4:30 every single morning. Cold showers every single morning. I still do. I still wake up at 5. I still, take my cold showers every single morning. I'm talking about 10-hour days on the charts. Making myself do it. Having a clock running on my desktop. 10 hours. And I would split it up in 3 cycles a day, essentially. 3 periods a day with, 4 or 5 breaks. There's just no point and I finally realized that I can't do that anymore. I started lowering my time on the charts, and with this happening, about 2 months ago, finally investing in my mentor now, I got some advice, and they're like, bro, straight up, stop, spending so much time on the charts and caring so much about it. And looking at it now and doing that, I'm trusting God. I'm trusting God, number one. And second of all, I'm not making trading and money my idol. And success, not money, success, my idol. I'm putting God first. And the moment that I started waking up every single day and getting straight into the Word instead of hopping on the charts and trying to do some more analyzation. Hopping straight to the Word, bro. Hopping straight into prayer with God. And thanking Him for another morning to be able to do it all over again and try again. That is when everything changed. Nothing else. And yes, I can say, bro, having 5, my 5 main tasks of the day, and once that's done, I'm done. And then, after that, I might play video games or whatever, bro. But like right now, I'm playing the most degen game of all time. Not as bad as Rust, but wow, I'm playing World of Warcraft, bro. And I'm enjoying every single minute of it, bro. I have a purpose in playing these games, bro. It's just to distract myself away from these charts, from constant thought on my success and making money and what's going to happen tomorrow. I have time each and every single day, a lot of time with God, praying and thanking Him. I thank Him for everything. And, being able to just calm down, bro, and not be so, I'm not going to say that, but so insane, like where I need to spend every single minute of New York Open on the chart. I can't look at my phone. I can't do anything. I need to be locked in. Maybe if you have a problem with distractions and you miss a lot of trades, then yes, but that's just something I've always done. It's just, it gets to a point where after a year of acting like that, you can't do that anymore. And God, again, a few months ago, really just opened my heart. He opened my heart and gave me that option to go all in on Him instead of going all in on trading. And if I put Him first, trading will then come after. Right? What I reap every single, or what I sow each and every single day, will eventually come into fruition. It's just a matter of me trusting in Him and me putting Him first before all. That is when everything changed. And now I can confidently say, again, God has, He may have another roadblock ahead of me again that's going to send me even lower. I don't know. Yes, I'm always going to continue facing challenges in my life, but I'm talking with trading specifically in this journey. I'm, a year and a half in, and I still haven't made a dime from this market. But I'm making more progress than ever within a month and a half of being in this guy's mentorship. I am this close. This is the closest I've ever been. I am this close. And I don't know where I was a second ago. I don't know where I was about to go off on, but I'm taking trades every, 2 or 3 times a week, typically. In these conditions, bro, the last month was terrible. May was the slowest month I've ever seen, bro. But that's just the way it is. Same with my mentor, but he had the slowest month yet, but he still made like 15K, 20K. But yeah, like, it's just, oh, here it is, yeah. It's just clicked. Like, I've just realized that this is it right here. Everything's aligned. I'm out of school. I'm not in that terrible environment anymore, bro. I'm not locked in a cage anymore where I hate my life each and every single day. I hate what I'm being forced to do. Yes, I still have to do online college and all that. That's not bad. I get to eat healthy here. I get to, actually nourish my body with good, healthy food, whole foods, not garbage that I used to eat over there, right? Because I couldn't afford it at the time, going to the store and getting a bunch of good food. I would try my best, but majority of the time I couldn't. And I'm taking 3 college classes this summer, but that's way different than 5 or 6 during normal semester. So I have more time on my hands, right? And they're online as well, so it's going to be a lot easier. And everything is just aligning, bro. I begin to put God first. The moment that I begin to put God first, and everything kind of started to change in my trading, that is when I knew that this is it, bro. Now it is literally just up to consistency. I'm on the path right now. The entire time I've been going in and out of the path, and then now I'm finally straight. I'm finally straight on the path that God has set me on. Finally straight. Now it's time for me to take it day by day by day by day by day by day and get to that point. I'm not lost anymore. Okay, is this model? What's going on right now? I'm finally straight on God. I'm finally locked in, bro, with my relationship with Him each and every single day, spreading His word and living through 99% of what He has been teaching me. I'm making mistakes. Yes, I'm a sinner, bro. I am a sinner. And there's things that I struggle with. But I have dropped and sacrificed so much of my life as of these recent months to improve my relationship with God, and it has only improved my life even more. I can't tell you. But again, the moment that I put Him first, the moment I started reading Scripture and praying every single morning, before I even looked at the charts, I knew in my head, I was like, you know what? This is it. This was the missing piece. This was the missing piece. And ever since then, it is a slow race to the top. A slow race to the top. Each and every single day, I am getting closer and closer and closer and closer, bro. And it's all been because I've trusted in God. I've trusted in God that my mentor that I'm investing $1,000 in is going to be a great mentor, and no matter how low status he has in this industry, how little, well known he is, I trust in him. Everyone's telling me not to invest in him. I'm investing him. Yes, there's people that told me to invest in him, that he was a good guy, but there was one or two people that told me that it was a terrible idea. Right? But, overall, it all just came down to trusting him, bro. Trusting in that things are going to be okay, even the one when I was questioning that, is this for me? And I have a testimony, bro, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let all of this play out for itself. I'm going to let the testimony play out for itself. When I get to that level where I'm successful, y'all could be looking out for that YouTube video one day. How Jesus showed himself to me very evidently in my life in a very specific situation. But that's for a later time. Again, guys, I am so close, and the only reason for that is because I trusted in him the entire process, and now I'm trusting him more than ever, and I'm trying to improve my relationship with him and get closer to him each and every single day, and that's only bringing me closer to profitability and trading and making this all work out. It's small losses. It's small break-evens. And then the wins are A+. And I'm not even taking that many losses or break-evens. I had to buy a new eval. I bought a new eval 3 weeks ago. Obviously, markets have been very, very slow. I've literally taken one trade a week. So that shows you right there, it's pretty bad. So first 2 weeks I took dubs, right? And obviously I accidentally risked low for the first trade. I would pass the account right there for those two trades, but took a third trade, and that trade, it was very specific, but I did learn something from it. I learned multiple things from it. Why I shouldn't have taken that and just stayed out, right? We were inside of high time frame gaps, and the hourly was just super bullish. If we were going to play out that short, I need to see extra confirmation, one or two more candle closures, saying, okay, we're going to go to that low. That's something that I've learned. So when we're in high time frame gaps, right, and we're getting a lot of good displacement from it, I need extra confirmation to enter. And every single time my mentors help me with something, the next time that I apply it, it works. It either saves me from a trade or leads me to take an amazing trade, right? So then, last week I took a break even. He said it was the most A+ setup that we've had in a while. The only thing wrong with it was that we were super exhausted. We already ran 200 points in a market open. But the draw liquidity was still there, and the setup was beautiful, bro. Guess what? It was a break even. Fully based off of pretty much intuition saying, okay, right here I'm going to go break even. And that's just the way it is. He went break even as well, and same with his mentor, which was Cole. We all took the same trade, so that it's just I'm taking the same trade to these guys, maybe but one, 1 or 2 every single month. I'm deviating away from what he's taking, and that's just because it's just a small lesson. I'm not taking stupid trades. I'm not FOMOing into trades. I'm past that point. Knock on wood. I put my faith in every single day into God, and I recite on my phone every single day. You know, I will run 3 miles today if I do not follow my rules. I will do this. I will do that. I am a profitable trader. I say these things in my head. And not only that, but I pray to God each and every single morning saying, God, please give me the strength to not take bad trades today. God, give me the strength to be strong and to follow my plan and to take good trades if there is a model that presents itself. And in doing that, it gives me strength during these sessions. And I don't FOMO anymore. It is literally just small lessons, day by day by day by day, and it's a different feeling, bro. It is a different feeling. I have never went through this period ever. You know, when I was trading my old model 6-7 months ago, there was never this time where I had a mentor to look up to that was taking, you know, pretty similar trades. So I didn't know if I was taking the right trades or not. I obviously had a, you know, terribly complicated model, but I was never at a point where it was just small reasons why I'm losing. It was always, oh, my bias is wrong, bias is wrong. My bias is right the majority of the time. And if it's not, it's okay, because I don't have a daily bias. I have a draw on liquidity. So if we flip and we show some sort of bullish or bearish order flow and that we're switching in the direction, I'm changing my bias, and that's going to be my new draw on liquidity. And the majority of the time, if I'm confident and we got a good A+ setup, it's going to play out to that level. Okay? It is just small reasons why I'm losing or why I'm break even. And right now, I have one more trade until I pass the account. That's not a big deal though, right? But I'm just saying this, bro, because I dropped back testing, right? The model is proven profitable through multiple people. Even new guys are getting in the Discord. Somehow they're getting like 80% win rate with the model. It's just something with me. I'm my mentor was even saying, like, bro, you are literally way better. Like, you're taking way better trades live than these guys. Like, I am not against, like, to my own horn. Like, I'm on up there in the Discord, like, with the students and everything. Like, I'm at least like top 2 or top 3, and that's just basic understanding. Like, my draw on liquidity is typically right, and I don't take stupid setups. A lot of these guys are FOMOing into trades and just taking terrible trades that don't fit the model. Okay, so the model's proven profitable backtesting, okay, and it's just something with me maybe that it's something. It's psychological, bro. I've been backtesting every single day for the past 6 months, bro. 6 months, every single day, trying to just see good profitable stats, and it's ruined me. It has literally ruined me. It has ruined me, bro. Not trusting God and focusing solely on analytics. Not focusing on God and that He's providing me with what I need. This guy has profitable backtesting stats. He has shown me. There's many other people, new guys even in the Discord, that are showing profitable stats backtested. People getting consistent payouts with his model. Him himself getting 20, 30K months with the model. That's proof right there. He's telling me that I am doing everything perfect pretty much on live market. My draw on liquidity is amazing. My draw on liquidity is my strongest thing in trading. That is the hardest thing to understand in trading. And I've already gotten past that point just simply because I've spent so much time looking at the charts over a year and a half. Okay? Thousands of hours. Okay? That's the hardest part of the way. It's just executions. And now I'm finally getting to that point where I'm starting to actually figure out how to execute. And I'm taking better trades. And I'm winning a lot more. Right? Simply because I put my faith in God instead of back testing every single day, trying to just see analytics, giving me that confidence so I can trade live markets. The moment I drop back testing, when I listen to my mentor telling me, just take a break for 1 month, stop back testing, see how it goes. My confidence has been through the roof. I have taken way less trades, and the reason for that is because of price action. I've been staying out of pretty much I've stayed out of every single bad day. Every single day that was bad price action that did not show my model, I was out. I did not take one trade. That's it right there, bro. That's it right there. If I can already miss the bad days and skip those days, again, solely through just understanding with how this model is traded and how, I've accumulated this understanding over time. Today's gonna be good or today's gonna be bad. The days that are good, it's typically an A+ setup, and I take it. Right? It's just obviously lately hasn't been the best because it was May and it was just, for this model specifically, a continuation model, it's pretty slow. A lot of times we just instantly take draw on liquidity. Bro, today we took draw on liquidity 30 seconds into market open. I was bullish. The hourly highs were like 70 points away. 30 seconds in market open, we pump, sweep the draw on liquidity. Everyone in the Discord is already off, besides obviously like multiple guys that still FOMO'd into trades. Okay, that's just besides the point. Okay, I was already off. I locked myself out of my eval the moment that we almost reversed from that high, and if we continue lower, then I could possibly look for shorts. Okay, but that's like I can't take that first reversal short, so I need to wait for like big continuation lower and then catch those shorts that draw on liquidity. But it was past that point, right? We like faked reverse. A lot of people probably got cooked, and then we literally just chopped. We literally just chopped for the rest of the day. Yes, we could have. I think we had like one decent long, but there was no high time frame draw on liquidity, and we had a 4-hour SIBI all the way to the left. I'm not going to be shorting into that. That's just the model, and I've just realized every single day that my mentor has traded, I have traded. So I'm doing something right. Every single day that he has skipped, I have skipped. I'm enjoying trading this model. It's stupid simple, and it's just clicked over time. It's something that's still hard to understand, and it just takes market experience, bro. Every single model is market experience. And dude, it's just finally clicking for me. This is like the one time I've ever felt like this, like everything is aligning in my life. God is doing wonders, and obviously I know I haven't gotten payouts yet, but I see it in the very foreseeable future. It is coming, bro. All the hard work is going to pay off eventually, bro. And it's solely because of God, and it's solely because I'm willing to just take one step at a time. One step at a time, day by day by day by day by day, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. I lost today, made a small mistake, okay, journal it, I learned, on to the next day. On to the next day. Over and over again. That's the only way that you're going to make it, bro. There's going to be a time like this where it feels, right now it's super boring, it feels super boring. Because number one, price action is terrible, so like I'm not even taking many trades in general. I'm staying out of it every single day. That's bad, right? So it like already it feels like I'm just like moving slow, but I'm at the last sprint. Again, God can change everything right now in my life. I don't know, but from what He has shown me, from how much my life has simply changed by putting Him first instead of trading, instead of success, and started focusing on Him more, everything is clicked, and it just feels like now it's simply just a slow, literally just a snail's race to the finish line. It is again the last sprint, and I'm right there, and I'm past that point. Again, I believe that I am past that point where most people quit. Those 2 days where I was questioning trading, if it was meant for me, I was questioning my entire life. Dude, I can't express how low I was during those days. Like I have videos of me literally crying. I don't cry a lot. I have videos on my phone during those few days of me literally crying because it got to me so much. The devil was trying to infiltrate my trust in the Lord. And I got to a point where the next day sucked. And then the next day, again, doing the same thing I've always done. Getting to work and trusting God. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let the devil get to me, bro. I'm not going to let this fear and this doubt get to me. And I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart. I'm going to put him first, and everything's going to change. And guess what happened? Everything's changing. Right before my eyes. Right before y'all's eyes. It is just a matter of time. Appreciate y'all, boys. Peace out.